I'm in the lodge at the Mohegan Outdoor Center, and I'm sitting with Chainsaw, and he's from Virginia, and he's the first SOBO that I've talked with down here.
All the way down from Maine.
From Maine. So when did you start at Katahdin?
I started at Katahdin on June 5th, so that was about 2 months ago.
2 months. Isn't that a little early though to start?
Yeah, a lot of people kind of wait for like middle of June because when you start, that's like black fly season in Maine.
Right.
But honestly, like looking back at it, I don't remember the black flies being like that bad.
They weren't too big.
I mean, for one thing, when you're like up in the mountains, no bugs like to go in there. Like I think it's like the wind or something that just forces them down. But,
Right.
Yeah. So I was pretty early. Actually, probably later today or maybe the next day, there's a group of 3 girls that are all SOBO, and one of them I met on my second day like of the trail. The other one I met in Gorham, and then I don't know about the third one.
Right. And they're headed south?
They're heading south.
Are they hiking together, the 3 of them?
It's a nice little group.
How far behind you are they?
We ran into each other at Warwick Turnpike.
Okay, so they're not that far.
No, I mean they wanted to get to Delaware Water Gap in 4 days. I wanted to do it in 3, so I kind of just, I mean, I'm at most gonna be a day ahead of them.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, if we met all the way back there and then we're meeting again just now, we're going at pretty much the same pace.
Oh, that's cool. How did you get the trail name, Chainsaw?
Oh, I have a chainsaw in my backpack, not an electric one, not a real big one, but it's like one of those hand.
Oh, you really have one? You're carrying?
Yeah.
Why?
It's about. I was making a lot of fires in the first couple of weeks on trail, and I thought it would make a lot easier firewood to like be able to cut it down.
Right.
But like I bought it kind of knowing it was a dumb idea, and I bought it knowing I'd probably throw it away after like a week. But like the first or second day I had it, I showed one of my friends, and he started calling me Chainsaw.
Oh, so that's how you got the trail name.
Yeah, I was like, oh man, if my name's Chainsaw, I have to kind of keep it now. Like, but it is really just dead weight. It's just kind of sit in my pack, and every once in a while somebody will ask to see it, and I'll take it out, but it's just not get as much use as it probably should.
What's it weigh?
Like 6 ounces.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not bad.
It's not. It's not like it's weighing me down. I started carrying those group of 3 girls. They actually started. Have you heard of the brick?
The what?
The Nobo brick.
No.
So some guy started it where it's just a yellow brick. It's like 4 pounds, and it's been carried all the way up from Springer Mountain, and like different Nobos are like carrying it. Like they'll pass it on to another one, and I saw it at Massachusetts, Great Barrington. So it's pretty far.
So it's on the way. It's on its way up.
Yeah, but the group of 3 girls, they saw that, and they saw how like much Nobo like culture and stuff there is, and they're sad that there's no SOBO culture, so they wanted to start the SOBO espresso machine. And it's a little like coffee press, and I was the first person that they passed it off to.
Oh, so you really do have one going south?
Yeah.
Where's it now?
It's in my pack.
Oh, you have it? Okay.
Yeah, I have it now,
cool.
and I'm hoping that if I see another SOBO, I'll be able to convince them to take it off of me. But
that's cool.
In the meantime, once I get into Delaware Water Gap, I'm going to buy some coffee grounds and figure out how to exactly work it, and then every once in a while I'll try to make a Nobo espresso just on the trail.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
And maybe that will kind of get word of mouth going, you know?
That's a great idea.
But the brick was just, I don't know, I saw the brick and it has like signatures on it, and it's such a funny little thing. The Nobo culture is really cool. I've been hearing about like trail days and stuff and how crazy that can be.
Trail days is great. I was there 2 years ago.
I want to do it. I might do it next summer.
Yeah, you should. Go in the parade.
Yeah, I mean, it should be pretty. I'm going to Virginia Tech next spring.
Right.
For college, which is in what town is it in? I can't remember, but it's right by the AT.
Okay.
Especially in Virginia. Yeah.
That's cool. It's funny you're talking about coffee. You ever hear of a guy called Perk?
Who?
Perk.
A guy?
A guy, a thru hiker called Perk.
I have not heard of Perk.
No, he's not doing it this year, but he's pretty popular. He did it about 8-9 years ago, and he carried a percolator, a regular coffee pot, from Springer all the way up to Katahdin.
I actually met a day hiker, not a day hiker, but like a small section hiker, and he had a coffee
pot.
A coffee pot, yeah.
That's funny.
he was getting off that day, and they'd only done like 3 days. But on the bright side, right before they left, I asked them if they had any extra food, and they ended up giving me like 4 or 5 freeze-dried meals.
Oh, that's cool.
So one of my favorite things to do is yogi on trail.
That's great.
But yeah,
Let me ask you, why the AT? Why'd you pick the AT?
I've already done like a bunch of it in Virginia. It's kind of like the perfect like first like through hike. Me and my friend, like when I started like backpacking, we'd always joke that day hikers are pretending to be backpackers, and backpackers are just pretending to be through hikers. So last summer when I did like a pretty big section, I realized I could do the AT, and I was graduating community college as well, so it was kind of like the perfect stretch to do a through hike. And
Good time to do it.
if there was any hike I'd rather do first, it would be the AT, just because it's already given me so much. I may as well like finish. And for a lot of people, it's their first through hike.
Cool. One last question. What kind of tips? Give me 2 tips you would give a new through hiker.
Oh, new tips.
New tips. Just give me 2.
Geez.
Or 1. Give me 1.
I'm trying to, all right, off the dome. Especially starting out, don't push yourself. Like, let your trail legs just develop naturally, because they will come. But most of the people that drop out, they're not dropping out because they're getting injured. They're dropping out because they're getting overexhausted. And so those people who are going like 20s within the first 100 or 200 miles, like, unless you've already been hiking for a while, like your body just isn't ready for that sort of like strain. So just take it easy.
Just take it easy.
Take it easy, and unless you have like some like time constraint, like just enjoy it. Really, I mean, there's no rush to finish fast.
It's not a race.
Yeah, the people who do it fast, that just means that they get to spend less time on the trail.
Right.
Like,
You got to enjoy it.
Yeah.
From what I see, anyway. You know. All right. Well, thank you for visiting with me, and have a great journey.